Welcome back to episode 3 of Black Smoke. I'm your co-host Jamal. This is my main man C's.
Caesar.
C's, let's toast to life, success, and avoiding clowns. And we'll wrap that up and discuss that at towards the end. Oh man,
We're gonna bring it.
Oh man, we gotta bring it back. So we actually, to be quite honest, I want to thank Scott for just adjusting. We're learning week by week.
Yes, sir.
He helped me adjust the settings
Yes, sir.
on this camera to bring the best to you.
I got Scott Taylor from Cortez.
Absolutely. Giving a shout out to Cortez for allowing us to host, for Russ over there for being a great manager, and
the Cortez cigars.
and Cortez Cigars, and Huckspur Sangria on deck. Brought out Lemon Drop. So again, we're going to start it with C's bringing us in with the sports of the week.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna start, obviously, World Cup soccer. Remember, I told you, week 1.
Yes, you
I
did.
told you
Yes, you did.
this World Cup is different.
Mm-hmm.
The small teams have closed the gap on the big teams. I remember you asked me who's gonna win. I told you I have no idea. I told you that was a few weeks ago. It could be Morocco,
Yes, you did.
and I said maybe Japan. And for the big teams, I said Argentina, Brazil. But now, look at Morocco, man.
Yeah,
Semi-finals.
You called it.
That small team, I was gonna say from Africa, but I don't know whether. 'Cause
Oh man, tell him.
I'm gonna get controversial now.
Tell him.
Morocco, I'm gonna say it anyway. They're gonna get mad at me.
Yeah.
Morocco is in Africa,
Yes, sir.
but they consider themselves the Arab League. And guess what? You didn't know. They applied 3 times to join the European Union. So, as an African from Sub-Sahara, I'm happy an African team is in the semi-final for the first time.
Yes.
An African team has made the semi-finals for the first time. But at the same time, is this a Southern European team? It's an African team. And when they beat Spain, the captain, I think, said, this is the best victory for the Arab nation. But the coach fixed it. The coach said, I'm not into politics. All I know is we came here under the African banner. And we're flying the African banner. So I'm going to leave politics out of it. Go Morocco, go Africa. Is that good?
That's great. Now you
All right.
touched on a little bit about their facilities.
Now, it's not a fluke that Morocco is here. Thank you for mentioning that. They spent $67 million last 4 years. $67 million. They built a facility. I don't even think it's in America or even in Europe. They have world-class pools, world-class medical facilities, hotels, rooms, everything, man. That thing is crazy, man. And these players are paid good money. Now, Morocco, nobody scored a goal against them in the whole World Cup. They beat the number 2 team in the world, Belgium, 3-0. Number 5 team in the world, Spain, with the tiki-taka. Tiki-taka is like dancing when you're playing soccer. And they beat the number 9 team in the world, Portugal, 1-0. So it's not a fluke. And France is next. Now, everybody's telling me France is going to kill Morocco. Okay, they got to score first. And I told you nobody scored against Morocco, so you gotta score a goal. If you don't score, then hey. And France has a weak defense. That's the World Cup. Croatia, Brazil. Talk about that. Now, basketball. I said basketball. The Lakers are looking good. I don't know about Golden State Warriors. Now, NFL. The teams are supposed to peak after Thanksgiving. Some teams play well at the beginning and then fade out towards the playoffs. And some teams start slow and they pick it up. But the Eagles have been playing so well, and now they're picking up to another level. And I'm a Cowboy fan. I don't like this goddamn Eagles, man, because of their fans. I hate the Eagles, man. But football is football, man. So you Cowboy fans don't get mad at me, man. The Eagles are playing good football.
Yes, they are.
Let's wait and see what happens in the playoffs. So for me, I can talk. You know me and sports.
Yes.
I can talk for an hour about sports.
No problem.
But I'm gonna leave it at that for now. I might come back to sports again, but I'm gonna leave it for now.
I just want to end it off with sports with Lamar Jackson. Please get your money. Please get your money.
He ain't getting that money.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now.
You can know your objective and not go past it, because you're in a not for long league. One injury could devastate your career. You know, you gotta capitalize on the moment with the guaranteed money.
Take it.
Yes, take it.
180 million. We turn it down.
Yeah, it's about grit. Going for what's yours. Your value and what you bring to Baltimore is unrivaled.
We love you, man.
Yes. As a Baltimorean, Lamar Jackson, you're perfect for the city.
That's right. You're Baltimorean.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, definitely.
So that's personal for you,
absolutely.
man.
And what he does for the city.
Yeah, man.
He's just like the real deal, authentic.
Yeah, man.
He comes from great stock. His mother.
Yeah.
Is just a great person, and he's just a real guy, and that's perfect for the city. But don't overplay your hand.
Get that bag, man.
Yeah, don't over leverage your position, and then you out.
It's a long game.
Yes, it is. It's a marathon, not a sprint. But that's all I had to say on sports.
So are you saying that Lamar Jackson right now is injured, right?
Yes.
He's supposed to miss, I think, 2 or 3 games. So Lamar, don't play again this season.
Yes.
I'll tell you why. There are 5 games left or 4 games left. There's nothing you can prove in 4-5 games that you haven't done in the last 5 years. If they can't give you the bag of the last 5 years, you are unanimous MVP of the league. Unanimous. That means everybody voted for you. Not one against. Not even Peyton Manning, not even Tom Brady. Nobody got unanimous. Mm-hmm. Not even Joe Montana. Mm. You got nothing to prove. So, show me the money. Sit home, relax that knee, relax.
Do not RG3 yourself.
If they want you to play in the playoffs, give me that money. Absolutely. Don't come back, man. Don't hurt yourself, man. Because they're going to franchise tag you. Mm. That's the game. They want you to get hurt. They're going to franchise tag you. I said it. That's what they want to do. All right.
So our next up, because at Black Smoke we keep it the real deal. So we try to keep up with weekly events that are going on. So we want to discuss our next topic, the hot topic. And I'll set it off first, and then Caesar come through. We're going to talk about Brittany Griner.
You go.
I'm going to go first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Set it up.
Set it up. So the easy thing, on a personal level, I'm so glad she's back. I'm so glad she's back to her family. So glad that she is back home, able to rejuvenate. Because I saw those pictures online with her haircut, and she looked devastated. She looked 10 miles of rough road. She just looked like she paid the cost. And
you told me they cut the locks.
Yeah, she did. And the reason they said is because it was so cold in that prison that when she took showers, that it was freezing. Yeah, it was freezing.
The locks freeze up.
Yes. So,
man, you know the bullshitting, man. It's just really embarrassing, man.
Yeah. But you know what? That goes to the next point. Like, off the personal level, respecting a country's laws, which is so important. If you travel the world. You respect the country's laws. You may not agree with them, but you respect their laws. When you cross their borders, you respect their laws. Even if it's a minuscule cannabis, if it's illegal, it's illegal. You know, as world travelers, that's very important that we recognize that.
Yes, sir.
Because we all don't have the notoriety with Brittany Griner, you know?
Yes, sir.
If she was a no name, she'd still been locked up.
Stuck there for 9 years.
Yeah, and in fact, when she fell it was a trap. You know, she may have been doing it before, but because of the political situation between the two countries, she allowed herself
To be put in the middle.
yes, to become a cog in the political machine.
She never broke the law.
Yes.
She'll never be
Yes.
part of the mess.
Yes, and my dear mentor, Miss Cheryl, told me this week.
Hi, Miss Cheryl.
Yes, she in effect became a tool. So when she got caught, she became a tool that they were able to use leverage. Now, I'm gonna bounce it off to you, but I'm gonna shoot an alley-oop. I'm gonna say something.
Because I got some opinions about
I know
that.
you do. So the gentleman who wasn't released was locked up for espionage, and I did some researching on
Thank you.
trying to understand, because I'm all about understanding.
Yep.
So he went to Russia many times.
Yes.
He was at a wedding or some type of event where
Yes.
he took a USB drive.
Yes.
He took a USB drive, and then the FSB raided the room, and
Yes.
he was caught with it. And
Yes.
what was on that USB drive, we never know.
We never know.
Yeah, but they
They can say whatever.
yes, they accused him of espionage, and with that, I'm gonna drop it to you
Okay.
and let you carry the baton.
So, when it comes to like Brittany, like I said, I agree with you. I'm glad and happy she's back home safe. Her and her loved ones are good. But in your passport, everybody out there, I don't care what country you come from, your passport, on the very first page of the passport, read it please. It says, when you travel, please report to your State Department or your embassy or the country you're going to. Tell them your itinerary, and they will give you the do's and don'ts.
Ooh, that's not
Do's and don'ts.
knowledge.
Because vape in America is no big deal. But in Russia, it gives you 9 years. Now, if you're told the State Department over here, I got some vape, they'll be like, what the fuck you do? Don't take that vape with you. It's no big deal. But you have to report. International waters, international countries, it's a different rule. Alright?
So let's piggyback on that. See,
Yeah.
in respecting not only the rules but the culture.
In the culture.
The culture.
Yes.
Because I'm gonna double back with you. This just popped up because we're having a conversation.
Yes.
That reporter who decided to go overseas and wear that rainbow colored shirt and then ended up there, which is sad.
You know,
keep your politics to yourself. But you don't have to be a can. Go ahead, Steve.
but here's a funny thing.
Okay.
Argentina, they talk about the World Cup soccer, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I think his name was Wall something, WAHL. So Argentina is playing Netherlands. The journalist room where they kept, the American journalist, he came here wearing a rainbow
Yeah.
shirt in Qatar.
Yes.
Their religion, even before the World Cup, they say, don't come with that dumb shit. They said that, right?
It did.
So, before the game started, it took about almost an hour and a half to let him in. They let him in. The game ended. 5 minutes later, he dropped dead. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying something. I don't know what happened, but I'm just saying. He dropped dead. Rainbow, people's culture and religions and traditions, we have to respect it.
Respect it.
The Emir said, you guys are here for 28 days.
Yes.
I cannot change my culture and tradition, religion for 28 days for you guys.
Absolutely.
And it's okay. It's okay to believe what you believe in your own country.
Yeah.
But if you go somewhere else, is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
And I agree with you 100%.
Amen to that. So next up, we're going to touch back on what we discussed last week because Caesar brought up a good point.
And I'd even say about how
Go ahead.
Merchant of Death,
Oh, go ahead.
a merchant of death, an Russian arms dealer, the exchange is for a basketball player. but the U.S. Marine is left behind.
Go ahead.
I don't know how I feel about that, but I think it's political for the votes.
To the max.
The guys with the letters, they need the votes. Women, minority. The U.S. Marine has been there for 4 years. 4 years. She was there for 10 months. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, exactly. She became a tool of the geopolitical system and leverage. And with what I was looking at was, it became not really basketball player for wars merchant, but person for person.
Person for person.
Yes. So they say 1-on-1. You give
Yes.
us 2, we give you 2. So what ended up happening is they chose Brittany Griner, which again, personally, I'm glad she's back.
Me too.
Because she looked like she
went through some stuff.
well, she
tough
did,
times.
yeah, definitely. And being
But for
that
me,
tall, yeah.
I feel like it's 1 for 1.
Yeah.
The espionage and matches of death makes more sense than basketball. Sport.
And respect to that opinion,
Yes.
and definitely.
Anyway, let's move on to
Okay,
something else.
next subject. Let's talk about Deion Sanders, because you actually uncovered some things I really didn't know last week. Now that I know, the hate that
I told you it's coming.
you did, and it's ongoing.
You saw it? I called
It's
it.
ongoing. And can I start it off with
Go
this?
ahead, man. Please.
All right,
Take your time, man.
all right.
I'm gonna have a drink. Can I have a?
Please,
Okay.
please.
Where's the bottle? No, where's the other bottle?
Right here.
Your bottle. No, your bottle.
Oh, my bottle.
That's what we're drinking today.
Absolutely.
This is what we're drinking today.
Lemon drop flavor.
Yep.
See, now this may be a little sweet for your taste, but it's hard hitting.
That's what we're drinking, man.
Yeah. So, salute to you, brother. Salute.
This is good stuff.
Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Spirit Forward, my rum blend.
the ladies love it.
Oh yeah, they love
The
it.
gentlemen, buy it for the ladies,
Absolutely.
and they'll love you.
Yes, indeed. It changes the mood, gets everybody in the mood.
Yes.
Um,
That's his brand.
yes, indeed.
He designed it. He made it, and I vouch for it.
Thank you, Caesar.
Yes.
Thank you. So let's touch on this
Neon Dean.
Prime time.
Coach Prime.
time. A trendsetter. Let's break it down in categories.
Take your time. Please.
Absolutely. So
this is
Neon
important.
Dion, a trendsetter since he first stepped on the football field at Florida State. I've been looking at it.
Yes.
Trendsetter, brand ambassador of himself,
Good stuff.
recognizing his own value
Yes.
and bringing others on the way, amplifying that.
From college, Florida
Yes,
State.
yes. Used to the spotlight. He's used to the spotlight. He decided to go to Jackson State after the George Floyd incident.
He didn't have to.
He didn't have to. He decided to stop typing, sitting on the couch being an armchair general, and actually give back.
Because he got money.
Yes, he does. He's
Yeah.
set.
Yeah.
He was making millions. So in effect, what he did is he shined light on Jackson State University, uplifted them, brought resources to that university.
Correct.
Resources, awareness, donated half his salary to the university.
Yes, he did.
To upscale their,
Every year.
planted the seed.
Correct.
So I want you to realize, planting the seed. The gardener plants the seed. Okay, he planted the seed, he watered the seed, provided nutrients to the seed. Okay, 3 years later, he's done the best. The gardener has done the best. He set it up
The
for
plants- the
victory.
plants are coming-
Exactly,
plants
it's
are
coming up.
now. Yes.
So he was blessed with an opportunity at a higher level
Yes.
to elevate at a higher level. The new opportunity is there for him. He's taking advantage of it and also bringing other people with him.
Yep.
Other people with him. The thing I have, and it hits hard for me at home because when I worked at the Marriott, so I used to work at I've done a lot of things. in my
Yes.
life. When I used to work at the Marriott, you have two types of people that work at the Marriott. You'll have people who work at a same job for 30 years. I know a doorman who he's been a doorman for 30-something years.
Wow.
Right? Okay?
That's a long time.
Yes, it's a long time.
That's
They do the
loyalty.
same thing.
That's loyalty, man.
But in the same sense, I was a doorman. When I
Wow.
first positioned at Marriott, I was a doorman.
Wow.
Yeah. And I took that doorman position because I was an entrepreneur and my business failed. So I needed the access to the cash.
Right now.
Right now.
Pay your bills.
Yes, pay my bills.
Do what it takes.
Pay my bills. Do what it takes.
Yes,
Sacrifice. Sir. But I knew in my mind that the doorman position was just a stepping stone.
Mm-hmm.
So I blessed that hotel with good reviews, meeting people, by shaking hands, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I went to the next level. Okay. And Dion went to the next level. Mm-hmm. I took my knowledge to the next level. And at the next hotel, I was able to flourish. And I was able to refer people back to the old hotel for certain things. If you wanted to be close to the ballpark, Camden Yards, M&T, go to the old hotel I worked at. But if you want to be closer to here, this is where you come. So we not this Bethlehem Steel working 50 years at Pepsi Cola, that type of mentality. We have to, as a people, get rid of. We have to get rid of that. We have to get rid of that and realize it takes risk, no reward. And with growth comes additional development, not just physically, but mentally as well. And we can't, they're raining hate. Some people, not everybody, but I don't understand people were raining hate on Dion when he sacrificed so much. He brought sunlight to that university. And quite frankly, I heard their books weren't right.
No.
They weren't counting the books right.
When he first got there.
Yeah.
When he first got there, the books weren't right.
The books weren't right. And they still just saying they're not right.
Yes.
Yeah, and then you got people that are praying for his downfall. That's just selfish. And as a culture, we have to get out of that.
Crabs in the barrel.
Yes.
Crabs in the barrel.
Yes. So now to you, see.
So, thank you for saying that. And I appreciate everything you say. Dion put HBCU on 60 Minutes.
Yes, he did.
No, I didn't say ESPN, Sports Center, on 60 minutes.
Prime time.
Prime time.
Prime time.
Prime time. And he has those games being played on ESPN. Before that, they were having somebody recording. It's true. I think it was messy, man.
Yes, it was. Yes.
And he has top All-Americans going to HBCU schools. He's in Colorado now.
Yep.
And people are like, why you leave? Oh, you're a sellout. But guess what? He set the tone.
Yes, he did.
So the next ex-NFL player, whatever, it could be Warren Sapp, Michael Strahan, you come in there and they call Prime. Tell him, teach me your system.
Exactly.
Do the same thing he did.
Exactly. Planted the seed and it's growing.
And at Colorado, guess what he did?
What did he do?